Hey Sag, hey Taurus, welcome back to Love from Leo, or welcome if you're new. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from Leo, and this is my channel. So this is your particular reading for the Sagittarius and Taurus dynamic. This could be for any type of relationship in your life, whether that be love, platonic, your friends, your family, your neighbors, your co-workers, etc., etc. Okay, so we're going to see basically what the dynamic is. I'm going to break that down a little bit for you. And then we're also going to go into how you guys met, what's happening right now in the present, and then what's to come in the future. Okay, so this is kind of a linear type of reading. Let's talk. So I have tea here, and then I have some malachite here to kind of give me a boost. So if I start talking fast, that's probably why. But I'm going to try to keep it to where everyone can understand me, okay? Alrighty. So when we're talking about Sag, and I'm just going to be shuffling while I do this. When we're talking about Sagittarius, all right, so that is mutable fire. So Sag is the fire sign that is able to be fiery, enthusiastic, inspiring even, without burning others. So they know when to put just enough heat or when to be cold, or they know how to control their flame. So in that way, I would say that it is like not a stove, because that's more of Leo, but it's the knob on the stove that makes the fire go more or less, you know what I'm saying, to cook the food just right. Okay, so if you want it to be simmered, you turn it low. If you want it to be boiling, you turn it up high. Okay, and that is like the energy of Sag. When it's high, it's like, let's turn up, it's lit, let's do this, we're having fun, expansion, it's Jupiterian energy, it's fun. And when it's low, when it's on a lower polarity of that, it's like simmering food. So that would be like Sag when they're quiet to themselves, when they're thinking, when they're having all these philosophies and thoughts, and that's when you get into like the religious aspects of things. Sag is known to be a very, very wise sign. It has a lot to do with spirituality, but on this 3D realm, I feel like most Sages are here to kind of lighten the vibration, because the way that the year is set up or whatever, if you want to look into the Gregorian calendar and the seasons and such, Sag happens to be in the winter months, depending on which calendar you follow and everything. But it is in winter, but it is more of the vibrant type of energy. It brings people happiness. It's like Santa Claus. If there was an archetype for a Sag, Santa Claus is the perfect example, even though we all know Santa Claus is not real. Sorry, children, you shouldn't be watching this anyways. Okay, so Taurus. Taurus is fixed earth, so they are like a tree. They're like a fixed building made out of bricks, okay? They are stable, they are loyal, they will help you as much as they like you, okay? Now, when a Taurus stops giving you things, when they stop trying to help you or giving you advice, they probably don't mess with you anymore. So it's kind of like if someone keeps taking from a tree, they keep eating all the fruit, but they never plant any more seeds, or they, you know what I'm saying, they never help out. Then the tree will shut them off. They'll cut them off, or maybe they'll grow a fruit that is poisonous for them to eat, and they will never eat there again, okay? So that's kind of how Taurus works, okay? So you have to be careful with earth signs as well, because they can be really finicky when it comes to getting back at someone. I'm not sure why I went down that road. So maybe Taurus is mad. Sag, you guys tend to not hold grudges, at least from my experience. I have tons of Sages around me all throughout my life. So let's get into it. How did you guys meet? Okay, we got two cards. The Sun, and we got Judgment. Okay, so I think you guys met, for some reason I got the idea you guys could have met at a concert or a get-together, a gathering, something where it's like fun in the sun, outside, maybe like a water park or something like that, where there's dancing, there's fun flowing things happening, lots of laughter. It could have been a park as well. In the outdoors is what I'm seeing for you guys. Lots of people around, music playing, daytime, maybe a festival, like I got Juneteenth in my head right now. Could have been like a family reunion type of gathering or a block party, something like that. Okay, lots of fun, makes sense. Ten of Cups, yes, lots of people are around. There was kids around, so this was like a very a family friendly type of function, or something where you felt comfortable. Both of you guys felt very comfortable within this setting. Lots of families around. Queen of Cups in reverse. I kind of feel like this is something to do with someone who's codependent, or someone who's maybe a mom as a part of the situation. Clarification on Queen of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups. Okay, so this was a fun moment, but I feel like attached to this there was It's something with music, a mom, and children. That's what I'm feeling, but I'm not sure what that means. Music, mom, and children. And children. Maybe like Mother's Day get together, something like that. It's a really good feeling though, but it just seems like somebody either misses their mom or they're really clingy to a woman figure in their life. Okay. How are you guys showing up? So we can kind of get a vibe of who's who in the situation. So Sag, when you guys met, oh, okay. We'll take 3 of these cards. Okay, so with Sag, we got the sun. So Sag is the sun in this situation. They were always extremely happy, enthusiastic, smiling, happy, just really happy. And then we have stability. So this is kind of Taurus's energy, definitely, with the roots and the tree here. But I'm seeing that Sag, they're well off. They don't look like life has got them down, which is where that wisdom comes in. And then we have destruction here. So maybe there were some, like, for example, like hecklers at this function, or people that wanted to shut this down, like whether it was a parade or a block party or something, and Sag was like, no, we're not going to do that. Or maybe it was just people that were there at the party or at this block party, and they were like about to fight, and Sag like leveled out the playing field, like, hey, we're not doing that here, not here, not here. Emotions were high. How was Taurus showing up with this? Abundance. Okay. So they're just having fun. They're enjoying everything that's happening. Taurus may have been someone who put this together, this event together or something, and they were getting paid for it. I'm seeing money for Taurus here. But also they just got a lot of joy out of seeing everyone come together and be around each other. That's really beautiful. Okay, so how are you guys feeling at this function, at this, whatever this was? Sag and then Taurus. So Sag has the Queen of Cups. So Sag, I'm starting to think you're a mom or someone who has children, or some people that look up to you, and they look for you for comfort and support and security. With the Queen of Cups, though, it came up twice in your reading already. So you felt like you are the person who people can come to feel safe. So like I said, if someone was about to fight, you were the peacemaker. You're like, no, we're not doing this here. There's too much fun to be had. There's so many children out here. There's too much, life. There's too much beauty in this for you to mess this up. And how was Taurus feeling here? What was their feelings when they met? Okay, so we got Queen of Wands and 3 of Pentacles. So Taurus felt a very strong attraction to Sagittarius. He felt very just drawn to them in general, drawn. And then we also have the 3 of Pentacles, so I think they also felt like this, like, I'm so glad that this happened. I'm glad that it ended up like this. Like, I'm glad that I decided to come, or something like that. They were glad at how everything turned out because they got to see you. And they saw your fire, and they were very drawn to it. Taurus was very drawn to this. I also think there's something with the 3s. If you see 333, Taurus, this is for you. I'm also seeing that they wanted to build something with you. I don't know how serious, but they wanted to, like, I think it was on a desire level. Like, they probably wanted to take you out on a date or something like that. Okay. And also with family, I think they noticed that you're a family person, Sag. Like, you're really into your family. Okay. All right. So we're going to leave it at that. That's how you guys met. Those are the energies for whenever you guys got together, saw each other, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So with that being said, I do think you guys are a part of the same community, or Taurus works in the community that Sag lives in. Okay. So let's go ahead and look into what's happening presently for you guys. Okay, 2 of Cups. So you guys actually made it official. You guys are talking. You guys are in a relationship. I'm seeing lots of love here. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so you guys either were each other's answer to a prayer, or I'm also seeing that you guys may be in love, but the money isn't looking as great as it used to. Can we get some information on why? So we got Princess of Swords, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, this is a situation where someone, we're going to see in just a second, someone who was usually on their P's and Q's got blinded by the love, which is not a bad thing because I do think it's real love. I think you guys really do care about each other. You got blinded by the love, and then you realized, oh shit, like, you need more than love to make, to sustain yourself, rather. It's almost like someone got off of their focus within their career. Can I see who this is? Who is this person? Someone commented last time on one of my videos with Taurus, and was going so crazy just because I said love is not everything in a relationship. And keep in mind, there was complete context to this. What I was saying, I wasn't saying love is bad. I was just saying when you want to build like a home, when you want to have children in the future and stuff and have a healthy, comfortable lifestyle, you can't just say I love this, I love that, and then get it. You have to still, like, my earth signs know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why he was so upset about that. But I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Like, anyways, so we have 9 of Pentacles, so that's Virgo energy, so it's probably the Taurus. You know what, Taurus, I think it's more so that you probably have money, but security is one of your biggest things that you care about, as with any earth sign. So I think you're just feeling like for example, if you guys had a wedding, that took a lot of money out of the bank account. Not to say you don't have any, it just means that where you were is probably a little bit less than what you had. And so it's kind of weighing on you, but at the same time you're like, but I did it for love. So it's okay. Let's see how Sag and Taurus are feeling about this. Taurus, I think you're feeling like, oh, being in a relationship is expensive. Okay, how is Sag feeling? Come on, how's Sag feeling? There we go. Okay, so 2 of Wands. So Sag is kind of trying to slow things down right now. I think they're trying to feel the temperature of everything, because I think they can sense that Taurus is feeling or acting different. And then Taurus, how are you feeling? Oh, 7 of Swords. So there's something that Taurus wants to get off their chest, or there's something that they need to reveal to Sag. What is it that they need to reveal? What does Taurus need to reveal to Sag? Okay. So I'm seeing 2 people here. I'm seeing a Libra and I'm seeing an earth sign. All right, so I'm getting lots of different messages, okay? So pick whichever one fits for you. The first group. Taurus wants to or needs to let Sag know that there is a Libra or an air sign that they still have. They haven't cleared the air with this person. They could have lived with this person in the past, or they could have dealt with this person in the past. For others, for the second group or whatever, I feel like this is saying Taurus wants to be honest and communicate with Sag that money is something that's important to them. And maybe they want to tell Sag, we need to slow down on spending. Or maybe they want to tell them, hey, look, I have a really good idea for us to invest in this or to buy this, but it's a big thing, like maybe a house or something. Taurus wants Sag to be on board with it. It's something like that. Hopefully it's on the better end of things and not something like cheating. But I do see 2 people here. Let's get a little bit more clarity on the situation. King of Swords and Queen of Pentacles on Taurus's end. What do they need to reveal to Sag? Prince of Cups in reverse. It could have something to do with emotions. So I am starting to think this has something to do with someone else. I think it is from their past, like baggage. Maybe they have trust issues because of this Libra or this air sign, and they don't know how to tell Sag, like, hey, I love you, but like I can't truly give myself to you all the way just because I still have my own trust issues and baggage that I have to get through. Yeah, 7 of Swords. So yeah, that's what they want to tell you. They have baggage. They don't know how to fully trust. Let's see how everyone's coming up, how everyone feels. Let's see, how does Taurus feel? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so Taurus, yeah, it's more of trust and security issues that they're having. Okay? For a majority of the Taurus is watching this. They want to tell Sag, like, look, I want to be smart about my money. I want to hold on to my money, okay? So we maybe like, you know how Sag is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is about indulging on the negative aspect of it. So maybe they just they want to spend a lot. It could be that Sag has some type of Libra placement in their chart that makes it to where they like to splurge, that Venus energy. That 7 of Cups, you get really lost in the fog, and before you know it, you're like, oh shit, I paid way too much. It's something like that, you know? So nothing too major. It's more so that Taurus doesn't want to seem cheap, I think. And then how is Sag feeling about this? Okay, the Chariot. So Sag right now is feeling like, I'm ready to make this official. I'm ready to go after it. I'm ready to go. I feel like they want to go somewhere, like go on a vacation. Like Sag is just ready to have fun. Now let's see how everyone is showing up as far as what are they showing whenever they approach you right now. What's the vibe? What's the aura like? For Sag, we have oppression. Yeah, Sag, you're on this card as well at the bottom. So Sag, you feel stifled. I think you feel like you want to do more. You want to spend more. Yeah. And Taurus, disappointment. So with disappointment, Taurus, I feel like you don't want to let the Sag down. Like you don't want to make them feel like you don't have enough for them, or you don't want to make them feel like you can't supply their lifestyle or something. Yeah, it's all about money though. Like all the sadness is coming from money, because I was seeing you guys felt really good about each other at first. Okay. So what should we do about this? Let's get a little bit of advice. What should Sag and Taurus do to kind of rectify this energy? Because I feel like this is something small, but it can become really big, you know? Okay, we got Cancer energy, the Chariot. So Sag is on the right page, okay? So Sag is like, the way that they feel, let's nurture this, let's make this grow, let's have a kid. For some Sagittarius out there, they're thinking that. It's like, let's see this through. Let's work on this privately. Let's do this within our own home, within, you know, with us. Let's work on this. And that's what you guys should be working on. Compromising. Communicating and becoming a little bit better with feeling the temperature of what you guys are comfortable with within a relationship. It should be about compromise. It doesn't mean you lose yourself, and it doesn't mean that you cater 100% of yourself to one person. It means figure out that balance, and if you can't do it, then you probably aren't meant to be with them, okay? So give it a shot, Taurus. Loosen up a little bit, trust the situation a little bit more, and trust that Sag will understand you, okay? If you really do love this person. All right, so we see what's happening now. Now we need to see what's going to happen in the future. I have high hopes for this relationship, actually. Okay, so in the future, what's to come for Sag and Taurus? Okay, we got the Emperor in reverse. So I feel like the masculine person is going to kind of take a step back a little bit, or it's saying they need to take a step back. Somebody's being a little too dominant. Someone's being a little too bossy. Prince of Pentacles, Taurus, I think it's you. You got to ease up, Taurus, ease up. Like I was saying, I think Taurus is the masculine person in this relationship. What are they being too controlling over? Five of Wands in reverse. Though I think the way Taurus communicates is a little too aggressive. I think Taurus is, when they see something, them being fixed, they don't see any other way for it to work out. So and Sag probably has multiple ways because they're mutable. So it's something with Taurus wants it done the way that they want it done. But Sag having that fire, they're not going to just go down without a fight. Hopefully I'm not speaking physically for you guys. But it just seems as though, Taurus, you have to ease up or this isn't going to work. Because you guys have to both understand fighting is not the answer. Fighting is not the answer. Two of Pentacles. You guys already have a lot on your plate. It seems like you guys have a lot to deal with while you're trying to be in this relationship. Like money-wise. There's a lot of things that have to be rectified. So maybe if you guys even have like money issues, you guys would be perfect. But it seems like this money is stressing out the Taurus to the point where it's like Sag feels confined. They feel stressed out. They feel like they can't do anything because they don't really have any power. And Taurus has all the power because they feel like they need it because they don't have as much money as they would like. So it's really based on money and ego in this situation. That's what I'm seeing. Like if you guys have more money, maybe. I would just think if you guys didn't have so much stress, it wouldn't be as bad. But then again, you could have more money and just do worse of what you were already doing before you had the money. So it depends, you know. So let's see how everyone's showing up. Sag and then Taurus. Yep. Okay. So Sag, you're showing up as Mother of Water. You're just trying to keep the peace. I feel like you're holding your tongue. You're biting your tongue because you don't want to start arguments in the future. You're afraid to speak your truth sometimes because you don't want to burn or you don't want to make the other person feel out of place. And then with Torment for Taurus, Taurus, I think you're just upset because you're working hard and stuff, but you're not getting much money, or you don't have enough to supply your ego, to be honest. Or maybe it's your lifestyle, and it could be because Sag has kids prior and you're taking care of kids that, you didn't have any kids before or something. It's something like that. Like your money is going to a different thing now and it's stressing Taurus out, which is causing them to become a dick, honestly. And Sag is not able to burn bright because they're over here trying to not ruffle Taurus's feathers. I feel like Taurus in this situation, they can be really mean or have like this kind of charming, like this disgusting charm. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm saying like they have a charm that turns narcissistic almost. Work on that, Taurus. Please work on that. And Sag, if they're not getting better, you need to leave them, because it seems like someone who's gonna end up becoming a narcissist, or just like someone who's really manipulative is what I'm seeing. Okay, so how is Sag feeling and how is Taurus feeling? Okay, Sag, you have the 5 of Wands, so you're really tired of, biting your tongue. You're tired of holding back, and you're ready to fight. You're ready to, fight for whatever you feel like is right. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sag. I don't want you to get into more shit, because fighting is not the way to go. Fighting is not the way to go. Not in this dynamic. If you feel like that, maybe it's time to leave. And then Taurus, you got 9 of Swords, so you're constantly thinking, is this going to go anywhere? Is this going to get better? You have a lot on your mind, Taurus, and I feel like a lot of it is stress. I feel like you don't really need to be in a relationship right now, to be quite honest, because you have a lot of stress, and I think you're taking it out on people. So let's get a card of advice. That was kind of a scary ending. I kind of feel like you guys should break up. I don't see it happening. I see actually a lot of abuse coming, or forms of manipulation, verbal abuse, and some of you physical abuse for sure, from the masculine view. We have Justice, so I would say this means like do what's right. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong type of situation. If enough is enough, let it go. Someone is owed freedom, give them that, because this is a situation that doesn't look like it's going to get any better until you don't have as much stress on your mind. And remember, Taurus, I was saying you have baggage. So maybe it's not even stress from this relationship, but just something from your past that is making you go crazy within this dynamic on the Sag. I feel like you're level-headed and everything else, but when it comes to this Sag, you take out your anger on them, even though you know that that's not the way to go. So we're going to do one more card. We're going to see what the lesson in all of this was for this relationship. Prosperity begins. Okay, so we have the tree. Taurus, this is you. So I feel like you guys could have a lot of fruits, like I was saying. The problem comes from whoever is not allowing the other person to grow. So if there is a manipulative person that you feel like will not grow out of that, you need to leave them. If there is someone who you feel like you just need to tell them, hey, I need you to ease up, and they will, then you can stay with them. But there is a matter of someone needing to stand up for themselves, peacefully speaking, not aggressive, because it's already too much aggressive energy. It's kind of like a minefield. I feel like someone will step on something and it'll blow up because someone wasn't paying attention or somebody just went too far. So please be careful in this dynamic. If it's meant to be, it will grow. If not, you'll still have your roots. Just go be planted somewhere else, okay? Alrighty, so that is the end of this message. I really hope that helps you. If you would like to see more of my videos, you can like this video, subscribe to the channel. You can add me on Instagram, because I do have an Instagram where I want to interact with you guys. If you would like a private reading, you can email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com. You can add me on patreon.com/lovefromaleo if you would like to have monthly private readings personalized for you and your chart specifically on any topic that you would like. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Check out the playlist because I have more like this. Comment down below if you have any other suggestions, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, loves.